Nowadays, everyone is more concerned about sugar because they heard that sugar is dangerous in our body. There is one more food that more dangerous than sugar. What is that? Coming right up. Hi everyone, welcome back to our lovely channel Triple H How to Be Happy and Healthy with me Dr. Hans as your nutritionist and work on functional medicine. And now I'm gonna share you about the food that more dangerous than sugar. As I mentioned before, everyone really concerned about sugar right now, especially in many forms, sucrose, table sugar, any kind of sugar. But there is one more thing that maybe everyone haven't concerned about it, and oftentimes it claimed as healthy food. So what I mean is ultra processed food. Yes, but before that I need to differentiate between processed food and ultra processed food, because many people are confused about this thing, they think that processed food and ultra processed food are similar, or maybe they are same, but it's totally different. So what is the difference? Processed food is mainly often called also about cooked food. So food that cook in any kind of methods, such as a grilled chicken, grilled salmon, roasted nuts, vegetable soup, beef stew, and etc. etc. So what is the difference to ultra processed food? Here's the difference. Ultra processed food is based on industrial processing. So it goes under vein to the industrial processing. Then it has also many numerous additives, preservatives, artificial, and so on and so on. What is the example of industrial processing? What I mean by ultra processed food? You can call it candy, snack bar, or maybe even protein bar. Then breakfast cereal, commercial salad dressing. If it comes from a bottle, you need to check on it. Then sauces, chicken nugget, sausages, smoked beef, smoked ham, and so on. So this is what I call ultra processed food. Maybe they give the healthy label on it, but well, it's still processed food. So what's the difference with sugar? Because everyone knows that sugar is dangerous, sugar is not good, sugar is harmful, and I think there are many people that now don't want to eat sugar anymore, or maybe one of them are you. But here is why. Many people think that sugar causes inflammation. They often heard about it. It will cause many diseases, many health issues. But sugar doesn't cause inflammation. That's the fact. Because what? Because our body still can accept sugar in glucose, in fructose, even it doesn't cause inflammation directly. So what causes inflammation? The one that causes inflammation is high blood sugar, not sugar itself. Because the sugar from food and the blood sugar in our body, it's two different things. So any kind of carbs, even it's not sugar, it will spike your blood sugar. And if it happens in the long term, in a very high amount, it will cause toxicity in our body, and that will cause inflammation. So I hope by this you can understand more about the difference between the dietary sugar and the blood sugar in our body. So what about the artificial? Because there is a natural sugar, there is an artificial sugar, and people oftentimes confused about it as well. Which one better, the artificial or the natural? Well, if I want to compare apple to apple, of course the natural is still better. Because what? Even you get a zero sugar, which is many people now consume a artificial sweetener because they think that it's healthy, or maybe it's healthier because it has a lower calorie or even zero calorie. But the fact is, unfortunately, it's not that healthy. Why? Because the artificial sweetener, it will cause this dysbiosis microbiome in your body, in your gut. Or maybe we often call it like a gut dysbiosis as well. And it will cause liver damage, especially if you consume it in a long term. And liver damage will cause inflammation eventually. What you need to understand is not about the calorie inside the sugar. It's about what the sugar do to your body, to your organ, especially the liver. Because it's like the main organ that will work in your metabolism. So talking about the inflammation, because I mentioned it just now, you need to know that not all inflammation is bad. Your body can cope the acute inflammation, but your body doesn't want you to get the chronic one. So chronic inflammation, this is the one that causes many kind of diseases. Just name it: metabolic disease, degenerative disease, autoimmune disease. It caused by chronic inflammation. And I'm not saying that food is or maybe ultra processed food is the only thing that causes inflammation, because there are several things that cause inflammation, or maybe chronic inflammation especially. So what I mean by chronic inflammation is in the long term, you don't aware about it, you don't realize it, and it can cause by several factors. Food is one of, especially ultra processed food that I mentioned before. Then alcohol, gluten is the one, because there are many studies now that talking about gluten effects in our bodies. And what else? Stress, especially mental fatigue. That's what I call by stress, even though it's not only mental fatigue. There are many stress oxidative stress, ROS, and etc. etc. It's also stress. Then smoking. Anything, cigarette, e-cigarette, vape, and etc. It cause inflammation, chronic inflammation in our body, because it has artificial substances, artificial chemical, and etc. Infections is also one of the reason why you get a chronic inflammation. It can come from viral infection, bacterial infection, fungal infection, and so on and so on. And also environmental toxin. Maybe you haven't realized if you inhale the pollutant every day, and also glyphosate, pesticide, and etc. etc. that goes beyond the calories. Why many people still taking or maybe consuming ultra processed food in high amounts, especially nowadays, because many people getting busier with their life, with their many things that happen in their life. So many people tend to choose ultra processed food, even though they know, maybe if some of them know that it's not good for their body. But here is why people still want to consume ultra processed food. The first one is it's really, really convenient, right? So many people it's very easy to get, just grab and go and grab and eat and stuff. So it's really convenient, and it also have a long shelf time. So if you want to buy it and you want to eat it 2 weeks later or maybe a month later, it will still there and in a good taste, and it hasn't expired yet, right? So it has a long shelf time. Many people just want the simple one, a convenient, what I mentioned before. And moreover, it has a high protein. So protein is good, right? Well, it depends on what protein that you eat. If you get it from sausages, chicken nuggets, smoked beef, well, I'm not saying that they are not protein. They are still protein. Yes, they have a high amount of protein, but it's not the protein that your body wants. Then, many of ultra processed food nowadays, they give a healthy labels on the packaging. If you get if you want to buy like a kale or maybe like a spinach, tomato, maybe you won't get like the healthy labels on the packaging. But if you buy like the sausages, maybe the low-fat sausages, or maybe like the sugar-free chicken nugget, the sugar-free oranges, the gluten-free biscuits, and etc., they really have like a beautiful packaging, the healthy labels on it, and makes you feel healthy. Or maybe the zero-calorie beverages that you drink, it will still ultra-processed food. So this is why like many people still consume it as well, because ultra processed food is not harmful. It will not cause direct problems like in a day, in 2 days, or maybe in a month. If you consume it like a daily, some people have it like the tolerance lower, some people get the tolerance like a higher, so it will give the problems maybe years after you consume it, or maybe like more than years than you consume it. So that's why I always say that ultra processed food is also silent killer. Because what? Because it will cause your liver damage, such as like a fatty liver is the most common one, that it will cause hormonal imbalance, and it will also cause gut dysbiosis. And all of this is what lead to metabolic issues. Just name it: atherosclerosis, chronic kidney disease, pre-diabetes, Alzheimer, Parkinson, and so on and so on. Now, what is the solution? Because like maybe you're bored with like anything that I mentioned about the bad effect of ultra processed food. Here is why the solution that I'm gonna tell you in this video. I'll give you 3 solutions, the simple one, but I think maybe how to do it is harder than the solution that I give you. But still, you need to know about the solution, because maybe many people still confused about like what they need to do. The first one that you need to do about how to avoid ultra processed food, or maybe you want to live healthier in this era, in this like a season, in this life. The first thing what you need to do is doing the meal prep. If you're doing your own meal prep, you prepare your own food, at least you know what you put inside your stove, your pan, even though like the sauces, the herbs, and etc. that you put inside your stove, your pan, you know it, you can measure it. I think it's still better than you just like get the pre-packaged food, or maybe you buy the frozen food in your supermarket, in your like a marketplace, or maybe you buy it instant food from everywhere. So it will be better still if you know what you put, you can control it. Okay. The second one, if you want to get something outside, read the label. So what I mean by read the label is read the ingredients, not read how much calorie inside it. Because again, it's not about the calorie that you consume, it's about the type of calorie that do in your body. So read the label, the ingredients. I know it's not easy, because like they oftentimes use like any kind of the unique name, and you don't understand about the even like there are many synthetic vitamins, synthetic antioxidants, the food that fortified with many vitamins, and it's not really vitamins, it's fortified. It means that all of those are synthetic vitamin. So you need to understand about the label, and I think like that's why you watch in my video, because you want to learn more about how to differentiate between the good food or the fake good food. And last but not least, you need to strive for the progress, not the perfection. Because like I know it's not easy to start like creating the healthy habits, but one thing that you need to know, that not all the safe food are healthy. Nowadays, many people can claim that this is safe, like especially when they are like underneath the organization, the World Organization, all the organization, they can like give the generally recognized as safe, or maybe like it's like a stand off like a GRAS. But well, not all the safe food are healthy for you. because again, it may not cause the problem in a day, in a month, but it will cause the problem in your sooner life. I hope by this video you can understand more how to choose the good food for you. You can be wiser by choosing food. And I'm here, Dr. Hans. Stay fit and stay healthy.